Welcome to ABC Math. Today's topic is division. What do you mean by division? Division is dividing a set of elements into groups. So let's take the first example. 6 divided by 3. Let's suppose that we have 6 pizzas. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pizzas. We want to divide them into groups of 3s. Each group will have 3. So the first group will have 1, 2, 3. This is the first group, and the second group will have 1, 2, 3. So how many groups do we have? 1, 2, 2 groups. So 6 divided into groups of 3s will have 2 groups. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. This is obvious for everyone. But when we come to fractions, things will be a little bit different. Actually, it's the same, but we want to find the concept of dividing by a fraction. So when we say 1 divided by a half, let's suppose that we have one thing. Let's suppose it's our pizza. We want to divide our pizza, one pizza, into a half. That means we want to divide the 1 into groups. Each group has half pizza. So the first group will have this pizza, this half a pizza. The second group will have the other half. When we divide them, so how many groups do we have? 1, 2. That's 2 groups. So 1 divided by a half is 2. What if we want to divide 4 by a half? 4 by a half. I want you to conclude something here. Let's suppose that we have 4 let's suppose that we have 4 pizzas. We want to divide them 4 divided by a half. That means we want to divide them into groups. Each group has half a pizza. So the first one will divide it into 2. So this is the first group, which has half. This is the second group, which has half a pizza. This is the third one, will have third pizza, and fourth, same here, and the same here. So we divided each one of them into 2 halves. How many groups in total do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 groups. So if we have 4 pizzas, we want to divide them into halves. We'll get how many groups? We'll get 8 groups. Eight groups. We want to conclude something here. 4 divided by a half is 8, and 1 divided by a half is 2. That means as if we are multiplying by 2. The rule here, if you want to divide a number, for example 4, I want to divide 4 by a number, a fraction, that's a over b. All what we do here is flip the a and b and change the division sign into multiplication. So that will be 4 that will be 4 times b over a. Always in fractions, try to imagine slicing a pizza into groups, always. So suppose that we have 8 divided by 4 over 5, 4/5. That will be 8 times 5 over 4. So we just flip the 4 and 5. So we can say 4 and 8, that would be 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Or we can say 8 times 5 is 40 divided by 4. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So what we want to conclude here, every number divided by a fraction, by a over b, we change the division sign into multiplication, and then we swap the a and b. That will be b over a. This is the general rule that we want to conclude here. See you in the next video. Thank you.